I want to talk now a little bit about Redshift and how you can pause it and stop it. So you might want to do this to save money sometimes because you're not actually using the cluster. So one of the things that I do when I have, for example, this Redshift cluster here, I might pause it. That's one of the first things you can do. Come in here and go like this, and then go pause like that. And then after a while, you can just unpause it. So that's from here to here, and then go into the cluster and then pause. Then after you've paused it, it will have an unpause here. That's what I usually do actually. But sometimes if you want to stop this for a longer period of time, what you can do is you can delete it, and when you're deleting it, it will prompt you to make a final snapshot. And you can just save that snapshot here. You'll have it here. And then when you want to use it again, you can just restore it from that final snapshot. And then when you restore it, there's just two things that you have to remember to put back on. One is the IAM group role, and the second is the permissions that make it public so that you can use dbeaver. So those are really just those two things. But basically, it's just making a snapshot and restoring the snapshot. So I'm going to just show you this, but I may have to pause the recording a few times because some of these things take quite a while to actually happen. So I'll go in here, and then what I want to do is just delete it. But don't worry, it won't just delete straight away. It'll come up with this screen here to prompt you to create a final snapshot. And just do that. Create a final snapshot and then delete. And then you see cannot create a snapshot because a snapshot identifier final snapshot already exists. So it already had that already. So what I'm going to do, just for the purpose of this demonstration, is I'm going to delete that. So I have a snapshot here. That's the snapshot. Let me just delete this because I just tested this out just now. Okay. So get rid of that, and it's gone now. And now let me go back to the cluster. Here, go inside the cluster. It's available. And now I'm just going to see if this works. Create a final snapshot. Delete. And then that has something happening here, modifying. So that's how you tell that it's actually trying to do something. And if you go back to dashboard as well, you'll see the same kind of thing, modifying, final snapshot. So that's going to take a while actually. Then after that, this will become 1. And then this here will actually not be here anymore. So I'll just pause the recording and then come back when this has finished. And then we will resume from there. So now, when I've refreshed it, just refresh it like this, what I have now is that there's one manual snapshot here, and there's nothing here anymore. And if I go into the clusters, there's nothing here either. So now I have, if I go into snapshots, I have this snapshot available. And so the way to do this is to restore from a snapshot, and then restore, just click that, tick that, and click this. Then down here, this is where you have to put in some little things here like this. Then I'm going to use this one and associate this role. Then there's one more thing down here, and the additional configurations in the network and security. And then scroll down to the bottom and enable the policy publicly accessibility. And then restore the cluster. And that's it. So then we just have to wait for that for a little while, and then while it's doing that, it will have a create here, and I will pause the video recording while it goes away and does that. So now it has been running for about a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, and then it's restored itself. So if I just refresh it, that's what it looks like, and you have your Redshift cluster back. So that's how to make a snapshot of your Redshift cluster and then restore it back again. Thank you very much for watching.